Yeah, it was just insane. Can you describe it? Resembled Grace's ear, but it was filthy, and the blade wasn't exactly razor edged. Yeah, total madness. There is a very strong chance that you and Isaac are both ending up in a cell tonight. Do you get the gravity of that? Yeah, I've never spent a night in lockup. I've lived a clean life, and now I'm facing time for homicide. Yeah, that escalated quickly. Both Kiara and Isaac were slapped with charges for murder and conspiracy to commit the same crime. The latest update is that Kiara took a plea bargain, admitting guilt to aggravated second-degree murder and conspiracy, agreeing to testify against Isaac. The deal means the now 22-year-old faces 30 years in prison. Reports say Isaac turned down his offer and is set for a court trial later this year. Before being hauled off, Kiara had one final inquiry for the investigator about the blade used. I assume I'm not getting that back. Most likely not. It has to be tagged and stored as evidence. That thing cost me $200. Bummer. Where did you buy it? Amazon. Unbelievable. Talk about a stab in the gut. My bad. All right, let's get this paperwork sorted out. I really want you to get some sleep. It is 2 days before Halloween in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where officers swarm a house concealing a horrifying nightmare. What is that? People went inside. We cannot get access. I got it. Breach the door right now. There is blood smeared on the door. Kick it open. I am with you. Let me see your hands right now. Back it up. Back away. What exactly is happening? Who made the call? Who called it in? Say again. Someone was being killed. Dispatch says a girlfriend is in the garage. That is where she... Wait, where is the garage? Apparently she killed the other person. You heard me right. Officers rushed to this address after a caller stated a woman had been brutally stabbed to death. This is my house. Who is inside this garage? That is my door. Okay? What is your... Tell me, who is inside this garage? Okay? Just my cats and my son. The informant told cops the alleged assault happened right here in the detached garage where the owner says her daughter lives with a partner. Someone just phoned that in. Someone just got, come over here, move over here. Someone just got stabbed inside that structure. Captain, quick question. What do these long crime body cams actually prove? Maybe that life is crazy, and when those terrifying and random things happen, having a top lawyer is key, right? Well, that is where our partner Morgan & Morgan comes in. No, it is not just a shop that sells cool hats. This one actually fits great. No, it is a firm with over 1,000 lawyers. You know why they employ so many? Because they win constantly. Recently, Morgan & Morgan won a $29 million verdict for a cyclist in Philadelphia, a $2.7 million win for a Florida crash victim, and $5.6 million for a Georgia wreck victim after insurance offered zero. And even if you assume your case is not worth millions of dollars, why not file a claim and fight for what is yours? And Morgan & Morgan makes it so easy. You can file from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you get injured, start a claim at forthepeople.com/LCBodycam or hit the link in the description and comments. Okay, that works. Do you have a window back there? They are saying it is likely in here, inside my house. Oh, from inside my home. The incident was in the garage. Can I open my... Is it unlocked? I am not sure. No, we will handle it. We do not want you getting injured if something is active. Yep, we have him. We have it. Once inside, police discover 21-year-old Grace Jennings, deceased and nearly decapitated, lying next to a bloody sword. Hey, keep off the radio for a second. Yeah, we have a body. What? Get back inside. Get back inside. I will not say it again. Go inside. Detain him. Detain him now. What are you saying? It looks clear. There is... Where did he go? He is right here by the doorway. Is he not inside? He is. There is way too much garbage. Unless we can force that rear door, that garage. Can we open it from that side? We have Isaac on the line. You want to know if you guys like the boyfriend? He invited her over last night without telling me. I got extremely mad, obviously, but what Why is she here if he asked her over last night? Is she over today? She was here last night and I left the main building. That is why you were in the home. Yeah, I was furious. She stayed over. Yeah, in my house. Yeah, and I am angry about it. Grace is not permitted here. She knows that if they are tall and thin, then it is likely Grace. If they are tall and bigger, well, Isaac is a big dude. You cannot miss him. He is 6'2". Who is Isaac's girlfriend? You are Isaac's girlfriend. Yes.
Okay. Officers identify a suspect seen here as 20-year-old Kiera McCulley, who police say shares the home with her mom and ex-fiancé, 25-year-old Isaac Apodaca.
What are you, Isaac? I am the mother-in-law to be. This is your daughter. Yes, this is my daughter. Step outside with me real fast. What is your name? Kiara. Kiara. Are you wearing shoes? I do not know where my shoes are. Give me this is his girl. Can I put some shoes on or something? Not right now. Can you grab shoes for her? She is detained at this moment. Okay. Hi. Just a question. So did you two have an argument or something? Can she sit down so I can put her shoes on her feet? And Isaac went for a walk. Yeah. She was going for a walk, shower. But they were planning to go on a walk. Hey, so she went back inside there. So you want to fill this out too? Okay. Yeah. She was in the shower. Okay. So nobody goes back in the house and nobody goes back in there. Okay. I was thinking, oh, this sounds like a prank call. Yeah, that is what I thought at first. That caught me totally off guard when I opened that door. Well, I see her and I thought, she has got her ear. Did you see that? Huh? She has her ears chopped off. No, I did not see that. Her ear was cut off. So, yeah, spent my entire morning cleaning up. Yeah, I have cats. They came, unfortunately, ma'am, this is an active investigation. Okay, so nobody goes back inside. No, this is a crime scene now. How is my house a crime scene? There is a deceased individual in your garage. That is why it is a crime scene. There is a body in there. Yes, a dead body. Stand up for me. Walk this way. Kiera's put into a patrol unit. Meanwhile, other cops catch up with Isaac down the street, who investigators say called 911 after his mom reported the crime. Is that Isaac? Did you call us, man? Yes, here. Walk over here. You are good. Come here. You do not have any knives, any weapons on you. No. Just set it down for now. Just put it down. You are not in trouble, man. Got to make sure you have no weapons. Okay. Here. Keep your hands up right here. Right here. Here. For now, buddy. Look, seeing as your girlfriend or whoever's inside is clearly injured bad, we have to hold you. For right now, you are just being detained for investigation until we sort this out. You are not under arrest. Walk me through the timeline of this call. How did you end up calling 911? I walked into the garage. I stepped into the garage, and the moment I walked in, she looks at me and says, "Oh, I just did it." And I am thinking, and who was this? You mean Kiera McCulley? She told you that? Just totally calm with blood on her hands? Isaac wastes zero time trying to shift the blame onto Kiera. Once they get him secure in the patrol car, the officers start fishing for details. So what went down, man? Yeah, I was inside the house, and then I went out to the garage and she just says, "Okay, I did it." That is specifically what Kiara said to you. Yes, I looked at the floor and saw someone lying there, but I didn't touch him or anything. I looked and thought, this is too traumatic. I am not okay right now because I am totally freaking out. Hey, it is understandable, man. Understandable. While both suspects are being transported to the station, a surprise visitor pulls up to the scene. A woman approached me back here. "Hi, I am here to pick up my daughter." "Who are you exactly?" "I am her mother. We have a mother here saying she is picking up her kid." "No, her name is Grace Jennings." Oh, Grace Jennings. 10-4 on that. Sarge, can you actually come back here for a second? Is she okay? "We will let you know shortly." "What do you mean, let me know? Is she okay?" We are going to update you soon, ma'am. Can you talk to us? Is she all right? What? Grace. Is she breathing? Libby. Is she okay? I am not sure. I do not have all the information yet. What happened? Tell me what happened. We are trying to gather all the facts right now, ma'am. Like the sergeant mentioned, if you could come to the police department with us, we can give you more details there. Who is Grace? Do you have an ID or a photo of Grace? Grace. Of Grace. Grace, I am sorry. Okay. So, yeah, I do not have the full details on this, but a detective at the department will. They can likely give you way more info than I have here. Can you head over there? Do you need? Are you okay? I just came here to pick her up, get her things, and get her out of here. Back at the station, officers have to deliver the heartbreaking news to Grace's mom. You? Who called you? No, Aisha was coming to get her. Nobody called me. She was supposed to leave with me right then, right now. Okay, she is deceased. Are you serious? Oh my God. No. No. Oh God, what is happening? We are still trying to figure it out. That girl shot her. Okay. No, she was not shot. How is she deceased? We will explain everything to you, but Junior, I know this is a lot. Okay? Now, seated in an interview room, a detective gets a crack at Isaac. I want you to think back to where this all started, before the incident even happened. Just tell me from your own memory what went down from that moment until you ended up in this chair. I am going to do my best not to interrupt you, all right? I just need your personal account of the events, okay? So it started yesterday. We were all hanging out, talking. Everyone was happy, just normal stuff, nonchalant. Night came, and we started falling asleep. Actually, I did not sleep. I didn't get any rest because she kept poking my back with something sharp all morning. Something sharp in my back. I was talking to Grace in the garage too. I told her, look, we have to go. She is telling us we need to get out. I said that, then I started packing my gear. I left the main house to use the bathroom one last time. Then I walked back into the garage. She walks up to me and says, I did it, with a smile on her face. I looked at the floor and thought, what do I do now? You guys ever date? We did date. Did date? It was when she was 16 and I was 20. Okay, I know I committed a crime there, but look, I appreciate the honesty. Understand that is not what we are here for today, okay? Kiara also has a history with Grace. No, they know each other. Yes. What is the history? They are exes. Oh, so they used to date each other. Yes. Okay. Isaac explains that both he and Kiara had dated the victim previously before sharing the disturbing details of his morning. So, go back to the garage and tell me exactly what you saw. I walk in, she yells, she tells me. I didn't mean to say she yelled, she says, I did it. I look down and see someone dead. I see an ear hanging off. And I am like, you see someone dead. Who is that someone? Grace. How do you know she is dead? Because Kiara goes, I got her across the throat, and she gurgled, and I'm like, what do? I need to get out of here. Isaac gives the detective consent to search his phone, and his story falls apart fast. Wait a second, this is your fiance saying this. What? Yes. Hey, I have a plan regarding what I said. All I have to do is be at my family's place and call the cops for breaking and entering. What are you talking about there? That was about something at my family's house. We have been trying to figure out who keeps breaking into my storage unit. I have property in my storage and they keep finding it unlocked. That was about something completely different. Hold up, listen, okay, plan B, just tell her she needs to leave. Follow my lead, my lady. Just tell her to leave. Dude, I am in a mood. I did it through Insta, so now what? Operation Kickout. Me following the call to the cops once I am at my family's. What does that mean? That was, I was talking about how she asked me to leave, so I called it Operation Kickout. Every time I get told to leave, I say that because it is her go-to move. She kicks me out, then days later says, come back over. Why don't you pop off my little firecracker? What would you like me to do? Stab her? I don't know. I don't have the energy for that crap. Unless I get your mom to drive me to Target and you handle business. What do you mean handle business? I'm totally lost. from this point on. I have no idea what's happening. You claim you don't know, but these text messages are clearly from you. Is there? Well, I actually have a burner phone I didn't tell you guys about, but it's back at the house. Yeah, at the house. Okay, what are you even saying? I don't know, that wasn't me. That's not you? That's not me? Then who is it? That's the other phone. They were using it to message back and forth. Isaac, this is getting really weird, man. Look, I don't know. These messages look a lot like a conspiracy, like there is actual planning going on here. Do you want to start over? Because I am completely confused by everything right now. You're telling me you have two phones and those incriminating messages aren't from you. Your story isn't lining up with these messages. Now, I told you at the start of this conversation that we need to be 100% truthful, right? Yes, I am being truthful. I really do have a secondary phone, and I'm telling you those messages are not me. Those are not my messages. It sounds like a crazy story, but she said she was coming up with her sword to kill me too. And she told you this on a voice call? Okay. You know what I mean? Platypus. Is that the word? Platypus. Yeah. She said, get the conversation moving, dude. I am not in a good mood. Dagger because it's blunt. What does that mean? Why are you telling her dagger because it is blunt? She asked me a question right there in the room, like, what is the difference between a dagger and a sword? Okay. So I messaged dagger because it is. Why is blunt better? She replied, you say it cuts like butter. Then she wrote, just going to stab the throat. Is that right? The thought. Just going to stab the thought, right? Instant, or will it take long? What does she mean? Instant. What do we do about the mess? What do we do about the mess? Which mess? We burn it, and I'll buy new blankets and bedding. What is actually going on here, Isaac? I was talking to her, and what mess? She said stab. She meant stab the thought, like poking the idea in her head about her dagger. Okay. Explain the mess then. What mess? She made a mess in the bed. What kind of mess? Like she pooped the bed. Poop mess? Yes. So we burn it and I'll buy new blankets. Yeah, but until we can, I love these sheets and my favorite fuzzy blanket is here. I know, just intense wash tomorrow. Hydrogen peroxide and ice water will get it out. Yes. Can you help this time? Yes. I am just waiting for you to make the first move. So she pooped herself last night? Yes. And did you guys wash the sheets? No. So you slept in a bed full of poop? Yes. If we go search the garage right now, we'll find poop on the sheets? Yes. Okay, got it. Remember when you told me don't be a brat when I kissed you? Yeah. Brat, we will have to take care of the mess as soon as possible after we finish. We have to handle the mess. I thought she already pooped herself? So what mess are you guys really taking care of? I don't know. Isaac fumbles to explain the suspicious text before the detective discovers even more disturbing details. Remember, you'll move up the ranks. Plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first what, Isaac? What the hell happened? Tell me the truth. Can we stop lying about these messages? What actually happened last night? She was texting me about planning to kill her. And who was messaging you planning to kill who? Kiara. Kiara was messaging you planning to kill? Grace. Grace? Yes. And what were you doing? I was just replying to keep the conversation going. I just wanted to sleep, but you're talking about killing her here, right? What else could this mean? Remember, you'll move up in the ranks. Plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. What else would you be talking about here? I was trying to change the subject to get my mind off it. Isaac, really? You're trying to talk about something else there? Yes. And I am not. How do I aim? How do I aim? Right. Just aim. Explain that one. That is Call of Duty. That is Call of Duty? Mm-mm. Tell me when. Okay. I'll count down. 6, 5. I can't do it yet, dude. 4. I am shaking, dude. I know. Lose the nerves. Help me drive it through. Help me drive it through. What do you mean, help me drive it through? She was asking me to stab her. Yes. I'm going to pretend to sleep so it looks inconspicuous. Explain that part. Right then, I plugged my phone in for the night, and it would have been on the other side of the bed charging next to Kiara. And what I Oh, let me guess, these aren't your messages either? Those aren't mine. Because if you can't do it, I'll have them do it, and it will still count as your first. I'll just rewrite the report and submit it to the black market heads. What report? What heads? Don't tell me this isn't you texting. I know this is you. Be transparent and tell me exactly what is going on here. The report for the black market heads was something I have been writing. I'm trying to leave. It was something I was going to. I'm trying to get out. Tell me more about that. It was a group of dangerous people I was involved with. They needed a report, and when I said it'll still count as your first, I was telling her that because as I was typing, she came over and talked to me after she stopped me. She asked me, "So what now?" And I was like, "This is going to be your first way out if you just leave it alone. Just stop." "Oh, so you were telling her to stop?" "Yes." And she didn't listen. "Okay, Kiara, let me take over. I am using Zir." "What exactly is Zir?" "Oh, it is a sword." "Right? That is the name of the sword." "Okay." And then right here you write, "Deposit your Bitcoin into your crypto wallet." Was that a payment? Looks like some sort of transaction, Bitcoin wallet transfer. You were going to pay her to keep her mouth shut. Now, right here you say, "Just swing and do not regret the aim." Break that down for me. Just swing and do not regret the aim. It sounds like I was telling her that if she was going to do something, she should just commit to it. I did not want any part of that mess. I had my own things to worry about. But then you ask, "What is holding you back?" And you reply with a simple okay. You wrote, "Rent the barn because you will have a ton of fun with your hunt, and the screams cannot be heard." Soundproof walls. What screams are we talking about? What soundproof walls? I was clearly joking around. We were talking about a movie scenario. So now we are discussing a film plot, right? Some horror flick in the middle of nowhere. Good night. I know it hurts. I just want you to do it so you can feel the rush of adrenaline. Explain that to me. What exactly did you want her to do to get that adrenaline rush? Go to sleep. You wanted her to go to sleep so she could feel a rush of adrenaline? That is your story? All right. I was just done with her nonsense. She claims she needs help. You claim you are doing nothing, but here you say, "Yes, I want to help, but I cannot aid you directly. I can coach you on what to do." You told her you could coach her. What does coaching mean in this context? Just telling her to go to bed, right? Then she texts, "Stand up for me once. I feel like I am going to vomit." Before long, Kiara finds herself sitting in the interrogation room where detectives have plenty of questions for her. She has been waiting 7 hours. Cigarette. You know why I am so irritable right now? Did you ask anyone for a smoke? I did not ask a soul. Sometimes the officers have a spare pack. Well, my only cigarettes are in my bedroom, and that place is currently a crime scene. Anyway, do you have any idea why we brought you in today? I assume it is because you found a dead body in my room. And where is your room located? In the garage. The garage? Yeah. I was trying to make sure this wasn't another freaking dream. It all feels so strange. Okay, so you believe someone was found deceased in your living quarters. Do you have any clue who the victim might be? Look, I am exhausted, but last night Isaac invited over my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, though she goes by Yamo now. I honestly do not know anymore. I was extremely upset, so I just went for a long walk and spent the majority of the night inside the main house. This morning, tried to get some sleep, but if you want effing memories from me again, God damn it, sorry about that. Who are you speaking to right now? My best guess is that I have DID, but I am not 100% certain yet. It is different personalities that surface. Do you have names for them? Yeah, some of them. What do you call them? Well, there is Abby, and then there is one we call Jinx because she absolutely hates people using her real name. Jinx. Right. If you say her government name, she gets furious. Then there is a personality I have not seen in a very long time. I've not communicated with her in ages. It is with, her name was Jess. Jess? Is she alive or dead? Are you asking about Grace? Yeah. You do not know? I am not sure. What is your gut telling you? Well, part of me is hopeful that she is dead, but I am also confused. You are asking why I would hope she is dead? I am still angry at her, but I also hope she would get better. It is just this frustrating emotion that I cannot seem to pin down. So one part of me hates her guts and wants to see her dead. The other part wants her to recover, admit her faults, and just fix things. Kiera claims to have multiple personalities and is being candid about her feelings toward the victim before the detective asks for her account. Walk me through last night. What exactly did you do? Okay, so a little more detail than before. Yeah. So Isaac informs me that Grace is coming over. Okay. And he did it without asking if I was cool with it. Did he ask if it is okay for her to visit? She was just like, she is coming over. Yeah. It is your house. Well, your mom's house. Yeah. But the garage is supposed to be my personal space. I immediately get angry. I go into the house, get dressed, and go for a walk. Where did you walk to? To the park across the way. Point to it as if you could see it from here. Wow. What were you wearing? It was a black medieval piece. Ow. Where did you get that cut? I dropped a knife last night, which is what I was just about to mention. The detective notices bandages wrapped around wounds on the suspect's hands, which she claims were caused by catching a falling knife. Let us continue. That is a tough spot to get a cut. Yeah, the skin moves a lot there. It is actually where I was about to go with the story. I left and went into the house for a bit and decided to try and make something. I dropped a stupid knife and grabbed it the wrong way, got mad, and just walked out of the house to cool off. What did your morning look like? I woke up and sat up around 9 or 10. I woke Isaac up, and her alarms kept going off. It was really annoying. Grace's alarms? Yeah. She just would not turn them off. And her cats kept growling. She has 2 cats of her own. She brought them into the garage too? Yeah. She kept them stuffed in a bag all night, which is not nice. The next thing I remember is going to take a shower. There's a chunk of time missing. I do not understand. I am confused. Do you have a whole block of memory missing? Yeah. But you remember the rest of the night clearly? I remember most of it, but it is a little foggy because I am obviously exhausted. And there is just this chunk missing, and I am so confused. I felt a lot of anger, more so than Jinx or Abby has ever held. And I do not remember Jess being like that, but she was also the one who was out more often when we were with Grace. So you have thought about killing Grace a number of times? Yep. I have dreams about it all the time, and I wonder what this would look like inside my brain. Aside from that, have you ever actually planned to hurt or kill Grace? I've not really planned it. It was more like I wrote a short story about it. I swapped all the identities and details around because I just needed her out of the picture. Before you arrived, Isaac and I spent a long while digging through his phone together. His screen was unlocked the whole time. I saw a ton of text flying back and forth between you two. Yeah. Mind telling me what that was about? You catch my drift, don't you? Yeah. It's stuck in this foggy part of my brain that I can vaguely recall. Yeah. This is going to sound completely nuts. Basically, Isaac runs this entire operation. I really shouldn't be spilling this to an officer. I read the chats discussing it. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. They call the group Ghost. Think of them as a shadow police force, but way more extreme and definitely lethal in their methods. He kept pressuring me, saying, just get it over with and take her out. That's how you earn your rank. Yeah, he recruited me into it. Honestly, I was totally lost and had no clue what was happening. I kept freezing up. Like, what is that thing sitting there? It's the symbol for, and look, I'm totally lost because he kept me in the dark and he just handed it over and said I was in. So I just rolled with it. Do you believe you killed Grace? I can't say for sure. She's definitely gone. That's the body we discovered in the garage. Does anything trigger a memory about that? It's just wild. Yeah. I'm trying to make sense of all this. The whole situation is just a mess in my head. Was it me? I have no idea. Is there a chance he was the one who actually did it? I'm second guessing everything right now, wondering if it was one of the others. Maybe a member I haven't even crossed paths with yet. Is there a way to contact them? They're super selective about when they speak. Got it. So frustrating. I need to know if he's been playing me. Yeah. All that talk about the dark web, the ghost group, crypto, and the world ending in 24 days. Has Isaac ever taken a life? He claimed he has, but I can't verify if he was being honest. Did he give you any names? No names, but he dropped the number, though I can't tell if it's real or just dumb kid bravado, like bragging about a body count to sound cool. Grace used to talk like that too. He definitely mentioned a specific number of victims. What was the count? 40. He claims 40 people. That's a massive number. Yeah. Take a breath. Just relax. You mentioned there's a chance you ended Grace's life, but it's also possible Isaac is the culprit, right? You got that blackout period in your memory. It's all a blur. I'm struggling to determine if this image was just a nightmare while I was drifting off or an actual memory. What exactly did you see? I can't say for sure. It looked like a human ear stuck to my wall. A what? An ear on the wall. It didn't make any sense. You saw an ear attached to your wall. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that bit was just a hallucination, just a straight up human ear.